There's another one there, Roger.
You got one?
Yeah, a big one too.
Big one, you need the net.
No, I'll scoop them, let's see. Maybe, yes. Almost double header on Pickwick, huh?
I guarantee you. That one right at the top of the head.
Yes, sir.
Good fish.
Right on. Thanks, buddy. On Pickwick Lake, out of Muscle Shoals, Alabama, with my good friend, Roger Stegall. Roger guides full-time for bass, stripers, crappie, you name it. But this time of year, when the crappie are plentiful, they're biting, they're everywhere, he knows where to find them, he knows how to catch them. So we came down here to have some fun in good old sweet home Alabama, catch some crappie, meet some good people, have some good times, just like we always do in the deep south. So sit back, enjoy, and we'll show you how Pickwick Lake is a place you should consider when you want to go crappie fishing in the spring, summer, fall, winter, it doesn't matter. Whenever you want to go, Muscle Shoals, Alabama is waiting for you.
What we're going to do today is we're going to fish for some crappie. And the way I fish for crappie is a lot like I'm bass fishing. We're going to be casting little 1/8 ounce and 1/16 ounce jigs, just tight lining. And I think we'll catch some fish today. We got water rising. As you can see out in the lake, there's trash everywhere. But I think we should have a good day. We've been catching a lot of crappie and it'll be a good time to fish today.
How about color-wise and stuff, Roger? Did it make a big difference?
We got clouds right now, and the chartreuse does better right now. Chartreuse and red, solid chartreuse glitter, some of the tuxedo colors, chartreuse and black, pink and black. Those colors are real good.
Right on. Okay, let's have some fun.
Try that one, and I'm going to try the
Okay.
same color. Start with. All right, you'll cast him out there. Let it go all the way to the bottom. When it goes slack, you know you're on the bottom. And then you start reading it real slow like this. And you stop it, let it fall back. When the line goes slack again, you know it's on the bottom. And you reel it again until you go slack.
And usually they're there, thump, or they're just there, right?
When it's falling, it'll go thump. Or your line will just tighten up, or you'll see your line go to moving off to the side. There's 2 or 3 different ways that they'll bite it. But the ideal situation is when you stop it, he goes thump. You see your line jump. I mean, it'll jump when he gets it.
Here we are, right there.
There you go, right there.
Right there, Roger. Boy, you thumped that
Good
too.
deal.
Oh, nice crappie too. Look at that.
Put them in the boat.
Wow, look at them colors on that thing. That didn't take
What
long.
about that? That's about your third
Hey?
cast, wasn't it?
Does Roger know where to go? You're right. It wasn't really even in a thump either. It was all of a sudden he's just there.
And it's there.
Thump,
That's right.
You know? Nice crappie.
They'll thump it sometimes.
That's a nice way to start, huh?
Shower of rain.
Now is Pickwick on right away, but a little bit of drizzle and rain, who cares? I got rain gear. Roger's got rain gear. We're gonna try to catch some crappie and have some fun and then eat them later. Come on, crappie. Come on, crappie. Just sitting all over this flat, eh?
We might catch one out of here while we being movie stars.
How many years now have you been guiding now?
Start my 28th year.
Wow.
We could go out right there, see that dot right there. We might catch one. I got something that feels soft there. Feels like line. You pop it like that right there. If you don't get it, feels like it might be on some line. But take it like this, pop it like that, and it come right loose. Magical hands. That's what a boy told me one day. Had magical hands.
Thanks, Roger.
Come on now, crappie.
Nice when you feel that little doop or the weight.
Yep. Got him.
Oh yeah.
That's a good crappie.
Yep.
I think that's the bass fisherman.
Look where you got it.
Crappie.
Identical to the other one, huh?
Yep.
I must have landed close to this one's head, Roger, because as soon as it went down,
You got it.
ooh, that got a little bit of weight on them.
Yeah, that's a good crappie.
Pan-sized.
That's a black crappie there now.
Oh yeah, right.
See how speckled
Right,
it is?
yeah.
Yep.
No bars, right?
Yep.
Nice. Look where he's got it too.
Yep.
Just in the nose, boy. He's got a damaged eye, isn't he?
Yeah, it looks like he's one-eyed.
Yeah, it's like a cat.
Yep.
But he can still find the bait.
Yeah, that's a good fish.
Poor him. Now he goes into live well. Look at his one eye here. I'm going to show you this. Look at his eye. It's a one-eyed crappie. He's like a pirate.
Yeah.
There's a good one. And there he goes into the box. Join his friend. Yeah, all it is, there's so many different ways we're catching them.
I'm a good guide.
Oh yeah. See, that's what a good guy does. He puts the guys on the fish so the customers and clients catch them. He's caught so many crappie and bass in his life he doesn't even care. But when the customer, like me, that's what I am today. Like a co-pilot customer, I'm catching them. I feel great. Like a crappie superstar. Let's keep going.
In here, we'll get it right quick.
Nice. Oh, I missed one right there. Do you believe that? I felt it all the way to my hand and I had all that slack in the line. What the heck?
Good one.
A netter?
Might be.
Uh-oh.
If it's a crappie. That's a big old crappie. Too.
Is it?
Yeah, boy. Barely hooked.
Oh boy. Oh, is that a nice one, Roger? Yes, sir.
What about that?
Yeah, man.
Jig where it's at. It fell out of his mouth.
And you just changed the colors too, didn't you?
Yep. Throw that in the live well right quick and I'll get it out of the net.
Okay. Look at that, man. Fishing Pickwick.
All right.
Good stuff, Roger. Look at the shoulders on him. All nice and thick. Big mouth. What do you say, crappie? You should have kept that yap closed, but now you got it caught and feed us.
I don't know about them Canadians kissing on that.
We've had rain, drizzle, wind, doesn't matter what it is. We come out here to Alabama and have some fun with Roger, catching some crappie. And again, we do spider rigging, trolling, pulling cranks, bobbers, corks, whatever it is. But today, casting, just like a little crankbait, slow roll off the bottom. They're all over the water column. Roger talked about the lake coming up 3 feet in the last 3 days because of all the rain and stuff, but we're still catching them. We're having fun, and you can too, right here, Muscle Shoals, Alabama, Pickwick Lake, with my buddy Roger Stegall. Fishing right below the boat.
I've seen them sit there, like I said, it looks like lasagna laying on the bottom.
Right.
They won't be separated from the bottom. A lot of people think it's a stump.
Mm-hmm.
You drop that sucker down there, you'll see if it's, whether it's a stump or not.
That's right.
They just go thump.
Because it did look like stumps.
Yeah. There's a fish right there. Get ready. There's a jig. Got him. Big one.
Oh boy. I can swing this one?
I'll net it for you.
Okay. Wow, Roger, that is something else, huh?
Look at that.
You tell me that's not fun, man. Seeing them on the sonar and popping them, and look where they're getting it too.
Yep. Right
Look at
top
that.
of the head.
You never miss those ones, do you? Boy,
Good fish.
that's a bad spot getting them in. That is
Yeah.
it. The hole gets too big, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Or over in here in this lip right over in here.
Yes.
Over in that tender side.
Yeah.
You get him in top of the head.
Yeah.
He's caught.
Awesome, boy. Awesome, man. This is now turned into fun. I mean, it was fun before, but when you see them like that,
Yeah.
when you figuring it out, right? Because they're not chasing it that much anymore. As soon as you say they're below the boat, and sometimes, what did you say again? They look like a stump,
That's right.
but it's not a
It
stump.
looks like lasagna. That's what it looks like. Laid on the bottom. That reddish looking color.
And it's these things.
That's right. I've caught too many of them doing that.
Nice stuff. Let's put them in here.
Starting off casting, and we're throwing a 7-foot ultralight with a little 1000 spinning reel with 6-pound line, and you throw a little 1/8 ounce jig head, a wedge tail, and you try to keep it on there straight. You just put it on, just like this right here. Just thread him on there and keep that wedge tail in line with your hook. Just bring it on there just like that right there, and push it up on there. And that little tail just kicks like the dickens when you're swimming it. And we started off throwing this morning, casting, tight line is what we call it. And that's where I usually catch them. But today, the water, since yesterday, I guided yesterday, and since yesterday, the waters came up about a foot, 1.5 feet, and it continues to rise today. And as you notice, there's a lot of trash on the water. So what we ended up doing, catching a lot of our fish, is we'd actually see them on my hummingbird up there. These hummingbird electronics is just unbelievable now. We'd see them on the hummingbird, drop it down straight to him, and catch a fish right under the boat. There's something right there. Got him. There you go. I told you.
Boy, did he hit that, Roger.
He liked it, didn't he?
Yes, sir. Right through the schnoz, too. You couldn't have planned that better. You just finished saying, hey, there's one right there. Ooh, gotta love
That's
it.
the way to do it.
Yeah. It's my jig going up and down. You see a fish, drop it down, hold it steady, and don't even do anything. These fish are like, they went from chasing it a bit this morning to now you gotta put it right on top of their nose, hold it, and then it's game on. Pretty fun stuff. Catching them with the jig. Got him? Atta boy, Roger.
Saw
Good
him
one?
down there. Pretty good one.
Need a net?
Nah, I got him.
Oh, look at that. Nice crappie.
Good one. Look at that.
Right
What
below
is
the
that?
boat.
Good one. Saw him on the screen. I just kept floating it along there and caught him. Good deal. That there's a good eater.
I'd say. And we just feather it on like this. You find where the head is there, the little tail vibrates. Come down, just push it on to the jig head, spin it around, and that's it. You're all ready to go. We only had about 4 hours. He came out this morning around 7:30, 8 o'clock. Time we get out, it's about 12:30 now. So you know what? Having a good day, a good feed of crappie, and once again, another lake on our show, catching them with another guy who really knows, got him dialed in to how to catch them full time. Roger Stegall, big time. Let's go and try to catch a few more. Here we go. Come on.
There's one.
Going?
Yep.
Atta boy.
Got one. Good one.
Good one?
Yep.
Netter?
Yep.
A netter. All right, I like to hear that. Roger says it's a netter, it's a netter. Big crappie.
Big crappie. Ready?
Oh, look at him fight. Oh, that's a nice crappie. Atta boy, Roger. Oh, nice one, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. Wow.
Where it needs to be.
Atta boy. Atta boy.
Good fish. Look at there. Ooh, yeah. All right.
There's another one there, Roger.
You got one?
Yeah, a big one too.
Big one. You need the net.
No, I'll scoop them. Let's see. Maybe. Yes.
Look at there.
Almost double header on Pickwick, huh?
I guarantee you. There's one on right at the top of the head.
Yes,
that.
sir.
Good fish.
Right on. Thanks, buddy. I saw it, like you said, a brush pile or something.
Yeah.
All thick right there.
Yeah.
I put it down. Boom.
Boom.
So it's right over here somewhere, right?
Yeah, I know where it is.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Hey, you brought us right out here. So, you know, it's like the smart old dog. He lets all the young dogs hunt all day long, and then he goes to where he knows the game is. Just,
Yeah.
I got to catch some fish now.
See all this white hair? That's wisdom.
I ain't got any up here.
Yeah, I know. Yours all cut off.
Makes me actually swim faster.
Oh, does it?
No.
I hope I ain't going to be swimming down here
No.
in the future.
And if you would like to experience this awesome crappie fishing on Pickwick Lake with Roger, give him a call at 662-423-3869. On this year's road trip to Alabama, we had two locations to go to, Pickwick Lake and to Weiss Lake. And on Weiss Lake, we hooked up with a guy, Jim Forrest, and he's been a guide for a long time. He's retired. He knows the lake inside out. You know, he's won a lot of tournaments. He's got a couple back-to-back second-place runner-up positions on Weiss Lake. So I was excited. I never met Jim before. I follow him on social media. And the guy obviously knows how to find crappie and catch crappie. So going back to Weiss Lake in Cherokee County, I'm excited. From Weiss Lake in Cherokee County with Jim Forrest of Fish Bama. And you can see Mother Nature again throws a loop. It's springtime, that's what happens. But we want to catch some crappie. We're going to troll and pull some grubs and stuff behind the boat with different rods. And you know what? It's just another opportunity, another place in Alabama where the crappie are plentiful and they're great times. You got to consider it. Jim's got the boat in the water. We're gonna get out there now, show you how he does it, so you can do it. Or come over here, fish with Jim, and have a great day, like hopefully we will. If Mother Nature stays up there and doesn't cry today, we'll be happy. Let's go have some fun. Okay, Jim, run down. What's the game plan today?
Okay, we're going to go over into a cove, and we'll be long line trolling in about 6 to 8 foot of water, and along some break lines where the little creek channel runs through that area. We'll be pulling and trying to pick up some of these crappie that have moved in to get ready to spawn and are holding out in a little bit deeper water. We've had some fish that have already spawned and moved out, and some of these fish that we're catching now haven't moved in yet, and they're just running a little bit late.
And he's been a guide for a long time. He's retired. He knows the lake inside out. I was excited. I never met Jim before. I follow him on social media, and the guy obviously knows how to find crappie and catch crappie. So going back to Weiss Lake in Cherokee County, I'm excited.
We'll be using 3 rods each, which is the limit, allowable limit here. We'll have, I'll have 3 off the front on the right-hand side, and Carl, you'll be right behind me fishing 3 off to the left. We'll use a 16-foot rod in our first rod holder, and then we'll have a 12-foot rod behind that and an 8-foot rod behind that. Of course, the purpose of that is to space the jigs out a couple of feet apart across the water. We're using 6-pound test line, and we're using 1/32 ounce jig heads.
Jim had some water that he said was a little clear with 1/32 ounce jig heads, small multicolor, pink with chartreuse, black with chartreuse. Just have some variety and see what those crappie wanted being pulled behind the boat.
We're catching pound, pound and a quarter. Occasionally we've caught 2 3-pounders out of here this week.
Wow.
But I mean, you know, hopefully we'll get some nice fish today, but probably see quite a few smaller fish. That the small males are in there feeding pretty aggressively, so we'll have to get through them to get to the bigger females.
So we're looking forward to heading over to what they call on Weiss Lake, the crappie capital of the world.
Normally this time of year we would be in real shallow water, running 1.1, 1.2 miles an hour. Keeping the jig up about 1.5 feet deep or so, but today we're going to be going a little bit slower. We're going to be running about 0.8 of a mile an hour in a little deeper water, and catching some fish that are suspended down about 4 or 5 feet deep.
Nice. I'm looking forward to it. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, let's do it.
Right on. So what's the deal, Jim? You're gonna cast out to the back?
Yep, we'll cast them out.
Now, any preference of which rod to cast first?
Yeah, I'd always cast the short
Shortest
rod
one?
first.
Okay.
And you know, the hardest part of this is keeping them from getting tangled up.
Yes.
Once you're reeling the fish in. So yeah, cast your short rod first, and then the middle one, and then the long one. And you can cast them, you know, pretty much any way you want to that without them getting tangled.
Preference if you let a lot of line out, or we're just gonna? How much line should I?
Just well, with this wind behind us, you'll have to make a cast as long as you can, and then let some line out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, with that wind, oh boy.
Yeah.
You really got to put it out, eh?
They don't go far into that wind.
1/32 against the wind.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Losing battle.
I'm just letting the line out, let it get out there. When they're hitting these things, they're bumping it pretty good, Jim?
Yeah, they're hitting it pretty good. You'll see your rod bend back, and if you see one just tipping at it a little bit, it's best just to leave it and not touch it till he actually bends it good.
Gotcha.
Sometimes they'll just
let him hook up,
play with it a little bit, but you know, the way we're moving, they'll pretty well hook themselves.
So we set the rods out, watching those poles, and bang, bang, right away, we start catching some crappie. Oh yeah, back there. He feels, well, he's splashing a bit. He's acting like a rodeo horse.
Yeah.
He doesn't like being hooked, does he?
Doesn't seem to.
And he's in the net.
There we go.
There we go. First crappie for the box. You have a size limit here too?
10 inches.
10 inch?
Yeah.
Ballpark, you've been fishing long enough. He's 10 inches, isn't he?
Yeah.
Or you put a measure on him still? Or do you think he's 10, isn't he?
Oh, he's well over 10. He's
Okay.
11,
Now, is that a black?
over 11.
It is a black,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's a black.
Yeah. Black crappie.
Yep.
Nice. We have lots of blacks at home. Look at the back on him. Thick little back like that. Lashing around. Jim came in a little shallower, a little quicker. Rewarded with crappie. Let's put him in the box. Jim Forrest is like any of the guys I fish with. They've got it right down to a T. How fast to go, the size of jigs, what lines to use, what rods to use. And you know, there's a lot to it, not just casting out and hoping that fish is gonna find your bait.
Notice we use this yellow line so we can, as we're pulling the fish in, you can try to steer them so they don't cross over the other lines.
Yes,
Makes
sir.
it easier where you can see the line.
Yeah.
Especially if you get 2 additional people in the back with 6 more rods out,
Yes.
and you've got lines everywhere.
Yes, I can see that happening. That's a fish, isn't it? Yeah, that's a fish. That's a fish. Are you a big crappie? Be a big crappie. Oh, I think it is. He came up. Sure. Here we go. Oh, thank you. A little rage tail. That little pink chartreuse. Boy, you couldn't get any closer to that mouth again. Boy, oh boy. Man, that's a lucky one. That's another black, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
In the boat, in the box, boss. One in the box. I give these guys all the credit in the world to find these fish, get on the right pattern, presentation, and match it day after day to keep putting you and I on fish.
There's a fish, little one.
Little one?
Yeah, not as little as I thought he was.
Yeah.
but-
A little bit belly.
Yeah.
Little female.
Oops, excuse me.
All right.
She's sure is. She's full. Check her and see.
All right.
Let's see. Oh yeah. 11 inches.
Nice.
Yeesh.
As for colors, I found that the pink chartreuse, black chartreuse, Jim had a pumpkin chartreuse, so anything with that chartreuse in that slightly stained water was making those crappie bite. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, just a nice little eater. Now I'm going to show you something real quick here. See that right here? Oh, see how it just bounced out? Look at that little spot right there. See that little spot through my finger? That's where the hook was, right there, where it came out. Luckily, another little eater in the boat. 10?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Surprise, surprise, here comes the rain once again. And just the way it goes. But we're catching some Eden-sized fish. We catch any big ones, it doesn't matter. Crappie fishing is about the whole experience, you know, sharing it with a new guy, a new friend, you know, just getting out there, the birds are singing. It's just great to be out in the outdoors catching crappie. You catch some big ones, that's a bonus. But getting out there and having fun, that's what crappie fishing is all about.
The state stocks 300,000 fingerlings in here every year of crappie because this lake is such a popular lake and gets so much pressure. That helps with in case we were to have a bad spawn, but we've actually had the fisheries biologists, so we've had 2 record back-to-back spawns. So the fishery's in great shape. We've caught a lot of fish in the fall and the early spring. Right now we're mainly in this area, not because it's holding a awful lot of fish, but because we've had so much rain. A lot of the other areas in the lake are getting stained, too stained right now to be able to fish. So.
Oh, that's a nice crappie. Oh, yes. Ways to go, Jim.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Look at him go. He's got his colors too, doesn't he?
Yeah.
There you go, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
First one of the second morning,
There
and it's
you
a
go.
chunker too. Colors too.
Pretty. Pretty.
Nice start of our day. Got rained out the first day, but Mother Nature's not going to keep up us the water. Out with Jim again. Another one in the box. On the left side, Jim?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, crappie. Here you go. Good little start. fat little thick body slab. We're looking for hopefully a real big one today, but you know what? I'll take any of them. As long as that pole goes boom,
Carl.
catching fish, like right here, then I'm on it.
Right there.
Like right there.
All right.
Well, actually feels, well, hard to tell, isn't it? Till they get
It
close.
is with these long rods.
At least they're cooperating, huh?
Yeah.
And here comes a swing. Oh, I think I got another line. No, he dropped it. That's nice. Oh, just barely on the side of the face. We're going to release some today. Oh, it is good crappie too. How you like that, Jim? I got my line too. Oh.
Yeah, there we go.
Uh-huh. Here I was thinking,
Hand this one
I
to
got
you.
a stump.
We've been catching too many little fish.
Yes. A decent little crappie right there. Just good eaters, man. Nothing wrong with those fish right there. Weiss Lake crappie in the box. Go on in there, boy. One of the most enjoyable things for crappie fishing for me, I think, is the variety. You know, you can spider rig deep or shallow. You can pull cranks, throw corks, you know, throw little grubs, bounce grubs, tubes, single poling in trees, pulling little grubs like we're doing here. The variety, it's the spice of life. And for crappie fishing, I think that's the appeal, that there's so many different ways to catch them, different baits to use, presentations, and at the end of the day, you're still catching fish and having fun. For me, that's why I fish crappie, and plus, they taste real good. There?
There we go.
Atta man. How's you feel?
Feels good so far.
Good fish? Oh, he's decent fish, isn't he? Decent crappie?
Yeah, let me see if I can get him over that
Oh,
line.
the other one. Huh.
Nah, he wasn't as big as I thought he was.
Just an eater. Huh?
Long rod fooled me again.
Yes. Pumpkin
Right.
chartreuse. Everything with
Yep.
chartreuse is working today.
All right,
Another releaser.
go back and grow.
Well, you know, Mother Nature throws a curveball, but we still had a home run. Had some fun. Went out for 2 mornings with Jim. Caught some fish. Had some laughs. And just, you know, it's fantastic to get out to a new location over here on Weiss Lake in Cherokee County. And if you want a great time over here, give Jim a call. He'll definitely put you on fish, share some laughs, and show you how you can use those same techniques on your own body of water back home. Experience Weiss Lake with Jim Forrest. Crappie Guide Weiss Lake, 404-432-5987, fishbama.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on all our pages dedicated to crappie in the links below in the description section of this video.